And today is World Cancer Day, so we wanted to pop on and chat about a few things related. So
Yeah.
we're waiting for just a sec to make sure we're live. I think we probably are. We're on YouTube currently. We will share this to Facebook. Hopefully, we'll get some Facebook friends. Um, but yeah, looks good so far.
Yay. So, World
Yeah.
Cancer Day is to try to raise awareness about cancer. So, 7,000 people in the world get ocular melanoma each year. It's a rare cancer. That doesn't exclude you from getting screenings for the other cancers that aren't so rare, though. You should get all your screenings done.
Yes. So we looked up some stats for you guys. So nearly 20 million new cancer cases were diagnosed worldwide in 2022. So that's a pretty big number. And they're thinking without any changes, global cancer cases could rise to around 35 million by 2050.
That's amazing. So, what do you do to stop it?
Well, according to the WHO, they estimate that about 40% of cancer cases are actually preventable through lifestyle changes and risk factor reduction, like tobacco, diet, physical activity, healthy lifestyle.
Physical activity is a huge thing.
Yeah, and they're saying more and more that it actually might be more important than diet, which previously it was always, diet was more important. So that's really very interesting.
Yeah, they especially for like colon cancer. They say
Yeah.
exercise is really great for colon cancer. Um, and you know, they say whether it's 100% true or not, but once you have one cancer, you're predisposed to having other cancers, and that's a pretty big thing because if you have one, it just makes all those screenings so much more important. They if you can catch it early, you have a better treatment success rate. Um, it's just huge important to do that. There are so many people that find out they have cancer in a very metastatic state, and it's too late for them. If they would have had a screening, that quite possibly could have helped them. Although there are some cancers that are just very aggressive and come on strong and fast, and there's no time. But those I think are more the minority. Most from what the statistics that we've read, most of the statistics say that if you catch it early, you have a better success rate. So don't. I just can't stress it enough. Get your screenings done. It's a pain in the neck. I know. Who wants a colonoscopy? But on the other hand,
Also, I had to pick him up because I think he's looking out the window like he's about to bark, and he won't bark if I pick him up. But you guys remember Ned?
hey
We
Ned,
haven't we haven't we haven't had Ned make an appearance lately. He needs a haircut really badly, but
and
he's here.
your dogs can get cancer too, so they need their screening. So he's coming on to say, hey, don't forget about me.
That is right. Check on your pets.
Yep,
Check on your pets. Yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure.
and there's a lot of stuff about health that's coming out now that's kind of, how like back in like the 80s and 90s it was like they wanted you to eat the margarine, and then all of a sudden it was like don't eat margarine. It's kind of like I feel like a new wave in health food is kind of coming now. Like everybody knows protein's like the rage right now. Everyone's all
Yep.
about the protein, but also fiber and fermented foods. Like the fermented foods are getting so much I don't know, just positive feedback right now. So like if you can switch your soda to a kombucha, it might be weird at first. Like it's a little, different. You have to get used to it, but once you get used to it, it's not bad. Like you do I'm not going to lie to you. You do have to get used to it, but then it's not bad. And if you can drink that instead of a soda, like not only are you not having something that could be harmful, you're actually having something that's beneficial. So there's tons of things if you don't like the kombucha, but
Well,
that is one thing that I have added in, and I enjoy it now. But I don't like vinegar, and to me, it's got a vinegariness to it. So that was I just had to get used to it.
Right, right. Well, and they're saying though that there's a big tie to gut health, from gut health to
Yes.
regular health. If you can keep your gut healthy, there's a very good chance the rest of your body will be more healthy, including your brain. There's a big gut brain correlation, but what you put in your gut and what comes out is very important. A lot of people don't realize just how important that it is. You know, you have to eat your vegetables even though you don't like them.
That's right. And if you can ferment them, great. That's even better for your gut health. But you know what else? We did a podcast not that long ago. Um, and one of the things we had a dietitian on, and one of the things that she said was our country is in like a pandemic level shortage of omegas. Like no one is getting enough omegas, and you can only get them from fish and chia seeds, right? Mostly like the big sources.
Yeah.
And so chia seeds are so easy to eat. I mean, you don't like she's not going to like anything I'm saying. But for other people that are not Melody, chia seeds are so easy. Like you can throw them in your smoothie, you can like put them in a yogurt. Like I think that's the easy. So I didn't eat them just because I don't know, it wasn't part of my habit. But then after hearing her podcast, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I've got to be deficient in omegas because I don't eat fish either."
Mm-hmm.
So I have incorporated chia seeds and I try to eat them every day and I've been really good about it. And I actually like them. And but then I think to myself, why have I not done this whole time? Like this doesn't hurt me at all.
It's just a habit. I don't mind chia
Yeah, it
seeds
is.
as long as they don't sit for a long time. Like I don't like them in overnight oats where they get all gelatinous. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. If I can eat them
But
when they're still seeds.
you're not supposed to eat them when they're seeds. You're supposed to
I
gel them, everybody.
know,
You're supposed to gel them before you eat them. I think if you blend them though, like in a smoothie, I think if you blend them, then it's maybe okay. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But if you're just gonna eat the seeds, they'll swell in your stomach, and that they don't want you to do that. They want you to gel them first.
I can't eat them like that.
Can you could blend them in a smoothie?
I could try to blend them. Yes.
Protein shake or a smoothie
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. I have
I don't know.
a texture issue, and they have a gross texture
does.
to me.
She's very picky.
I am, and texture is everything. That's why I don't like fish. But I don't like the taste of it. But I also don't like the I don't like the texture of it. It's just kind of not my thing.
I think this is a hot take, you guys, but I think fish is an acquired taste, like coffee and wine. They're acquired tastes, and I think fish is because people who grow up by oceans in like fish heavy communities love fish, and people who grow up in say a desert where they aren't exposed to fish don't like it. So I really feel like this is an acquired taste. Like you gotta get used to it.
Well, it's true because when where we were raised, the only fish were in the canals. They told you don't eat anything that's in the canal. So
Yeah,
I kind of
no.
also have this thing about fish because I was told not to eat it when I was a kid, unless you went to a restaurant and you got it cooked there. But there, we didn't have fish.
Right.
We had lots of cows, so I'm good with beef. We had lots of chickens, and I'm good with chicken. It's not good with fish or any seafood. I don't like crab or I don't like any of that.
Okay, so you need to eat your chia seeds then.
I do need to eat chia. I just take the omega-3 capsules.
Well, that's good too.
Yeah.
I also was hearing a lot of stuff about like fiber and colon cancer. That they're also saying that like fiber is actually, we've been sleeping on fiber, guys. It's like one of the more important things, but fiber supplements are not gonna do what you need. Like you have to actually eat the fiber, like the whole food.
Mm-hmm.
So beans, you know what? While we're just gonna get on here and preach to you guys about what you should be eating, let me say eat beans because that's protein and fiber. Beans are one of the best things that you can add into your diet to hit kind of everything at the same time.
And I love
We're not dietitians, so take this with a grain of salt.
I love
Consult your own doctor.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, there is a big thing with diet and nutrition and cancer, and we are primarily trying to keep people as healthy as possible from cancer. It might not help every cancer. It doesn't help ocular melanoma necessarily, but you never know if you get your immune system revved up enough. They're really showing a lot of stuff between gut health and immune. Um,
You
they did
know,
some studies about some of the immunotherapy drugs, and they found that they work better if you have better gut biome.
yeah,
Yeah, and some people are having stool transplants to try to get more gut biome into their gut.
I would rather eat the fermented foods. I would drink a kombucha.
That's what I'm saying.
But but if it came down to it where that's what you have to do, that's what you have to do. I can understand that.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, there's just so much stuff that messes up your gut health. So
Yeah.
pay attention to your gut biome because I do
Yeah,
think that has a lot to do with it.
it's true. So like antibiotics will wipe your gut health out. So anytime you take antibiotics, you got to put the good bacteria back in. For some reason, the bad bacteria just magically is there, but you have to like actively cultivate and put the good bacteria in. And I don't know why is this. Can somebody we should do a podcast on this. Who can explain this to us? But
There you go. There's your podcast.
also I don't know, but also I've read, and again, not a doctor, but I have read that the way you're born affects your gut bacteria. If you're born via cesarean, you don't get the right bacterias as if you're born the normal way. So that's interesting
You're
too.
kind of
So
messed up then.
I started off with no chance.
No chance. I'm
No
sorry.
chance.
Well, it's your own fault. You're
Yes.
upside down. I had no choice.
And on lots of antibiotics as a young child. So, yeah. And I had a lot of weird autoimmune kind of stuff growing up. And so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, looking back, I
Yeah.
think I needed to get my gut health
But they didn't know
in
that
check.
back then.
No,
Well, all the stuff.
no, so much of this is newer.
Mhm. There's so much
Yeah.
new stuff that's coming out and new screenings and better screenings, and I think that's helpful. And those people that don't want to do a colonoscopy, if they don't have the risk factors, they can do those little stool mail away tests.
That's
And
right. Yeah.
you know,
So if you guys are listening and you have a tip for us, drop it in the comments. Let us know what have you added to your diet that's really made a difference that's helping, or what did you take away? Like let's also celebrate the wins. What are you kicking that a bad habit, something that used to be a guilty pleasure that you've given up, or you have it in moderation now. Sorry, there goes my dog. Oh, stinker.
that's all right. I
Red.
honestly have to say I am full of bad habits. And as I get older, you would think my bad habits would get less, but they're getting more. And it's bad. I'm going to tell on myself, but it's hard to cook for one or two. And it's hard to cook a healthy, balanced meal for one or two. It's also, okay, and I'm not picking on older people, but I'm an older people. And when I was younger, I used to not understand why old people ate soup. Because all the old people I was around ate soup all the time, and I hated soup, and I would do anything to not have to eat soup. I only ate soup when I
Yeah.
was sick, and now I love soup, and I want soup all the time. The problem is, some soup is good for you, but the kind of soup I like not necessarily good for you. But I'm falling into bad habits, so I have to keep reminding myself, okay, you can't just eat crappy soup. You've got to have good fresh vegetables that aren't cooked to death, and but I think part of it is you cooking for one or two is hard to cook good. You can do it, but it's hard. You really have to put some time and effort into it, and I'm low on time and effort these days, which is bad.
And I will add to that, it's hard to cook when you don't feel good.
It is hard to cook when you don't feel good. Yeah,
When you don't have energy and you don't feel good, that's the last thing you want to do.
but you don't have energy. You don't feel good because you're not eating right, most likely.
True.
But I have
It is a
started.
cycle.
Yeah, I have started with supplements. I have started taking a bunch that I don't know if they're worth anything or not. I started taking berberine because I've had a weight problem my whole life, and reading into the GLP-1s that berberine is supposed to be a natural GLP-1 because some people make it and some people don't. And I don't. So I started taking that, but then I also started taking that NAD plus. It's supposed to be like an anti-aging. I started taking some stuff for memory because my memory has gotten crappy. And so I have started taking more supplements that hopefully the herbal supplements will help. I'm also trying very hard to take a good multivitamin because I know I'm not getting the vitamins I need. And I do think I'm not, we're not experts, but I do think that that is helpful in overall health. I do feel like I have more energy. I do feel like I have a little bit better mental clarity. Not,
That's
I
good.
mean, my brain's always going to be scattered, but at least I can kind of, I think I have a better recall on things. So that's
Mm-hmm.
good. So I am doing supplements. So that's my thing. I can't seem to kick the bad habit though. I still am a diet soda drinker, and I'm trying. I'm trying to get onto the water, but I've kicked it before. I've gone years and not drink soda, but this last stint of it is harder and harder to get off of it. So
Though, if that's your only vice, you're doing pretty good.
well, yeah, I don't drink alcohol and I don't do drugs, so there you go.
You don't
Um,
smoke.
I don't smoke, and I do walk. I have increased my walking. I am trying to get, even after Steps for Sight, I'm still trying to get to 7,000 steps a day. Some days I do well, some days I don't, depending on how much I'm sitting at the desk. But I am trying really hard to do the 7,000 steps. Plus, a nice little Christmas fairy brought a vibration machine, so I started doing that. Thank you. And I look forward to that. I do like that. I didn't think that I would like it as much as I do, but they're kind of nice. It's nice to get on it in the morning. It kind of energizes and gets things going and gets the blood pumping. So I do like the vibration plate a lot.
Yeah, from what I've asked ChatGPT, he says to use it in the morning as well. Because I was asking, for my daily schedule, like how I'm busy, like everybody. And so I was trying to figure out the best way to do all the things I need to do in the most efficient order. And so, anyway, it recommends doing it in the morning. And what's really funny is I wanted to get the vibration plate because I kept seeing how good it was for lymphatic drainage and even things like if you use it consistently, it can be good for bone density. And I don't know how true these claims are, but I was curious enough to try it. And my husband was much more on the skeptical side. Like, you're just going to stand and vibrate? Like, that's dumb. And I was like, well, I don't care. So, what's funny is he's been using it in the mornings before he goes to work. And at first, he was like, I don't really notice anything. Like, it's fine. And then he was like, I like it in the morning. It's a good routine. And then this morning, actually, he was like, I'm addicted to doing that in the morning. It just wakes me up. It gets my body moving. Like, I'm addicted to it. So, from a total skeptic who's now addicted in like a couple weeks, I mean, he hasn't been doing it consistently in the morning for that long.
Right.
That's like high praise.
I like
Yeah.
it in the morning, and today I did 10 minutes standing, and I have not ever tried this sitting, but I just never really thought, I thought, well, sitting seems kind of silly, but today I sat on it for 10 minutes, and it's amazing the different vibration you get sitting on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did 10 minutes standing and 10 minutes sitting, and then I was like, okay, ready to go. I was all energized and ready to hit the day. So I do like that,
Yeah.
and they do think that. So again, this is more fitness, not really anything to do with cancer, but if it can help get your body going and get your, I don't know, get your body functioning the way it should and get rid of the bad toxins, then I think that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll link the vibration plate that we have because the one that we have, I had a friend recommend it. So we'll drop you guys a link in case you want to check it out. But yeah, it's cool. It's got different modes, different speeds, and I'm enjoying it. You can plank on it too, and I think every position you do on it does different things. And you can stand on it or sit, but you can also do like stretches and squats on it, and kind of like light movements. So depending what you're going for, there's like different ways you can use it.
And for my older friends like myself, balance is a big thing, especially when you age, which has nothing to do with cancer, but it has something to do with health. The healthier you can be, the better off you are. But um, it does help with balance, and I have noticed my balance has gotten a lot better. Because when I first got on it, this plate will, sometimes it'll kind of jerk a little bit, and it's supposed to, because it's supposed to keep you, it's supposed to do that so that you can learn how to balance. And now I can watch TV and put my hands in my pockets, and I can just stand there and I'm fine. And I realized my walking is steadier and my balance is better. So, we have to be better with our balance as we age. Unfortunately, balance is one of the things to go. And then we fall down, and then we get broken bones, and we don't want that. We got to keep our bones healthy too.
Yeah. And they do claim that it can help with bone density, which I'm very curious if that's going to be like actually the truth. But I mean, I feel like it can't hurt. So if it helps, great. And if not, oh well. It's 10 minutes of my day.
Well, yeah, what's 10 minutes? My gosh.
What's 10 minutes?
For
You
10
do it while you
minutes.
watch TV.
I know. I watch the morning news while I'm on the vibration blade. I get
Yeah.
2 for 1. Get the news and I get woken up. I mean, it's good. Better than,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, and another thing that my husband had said to this morning, he said that initially when he first did it, he was like, "Oh my gosh, 10 minutes, this is forever." And then this morning he was like, "Oh, it's over. I want 5 more minutes." So that's really interesting.
Yeah, sometimes I do 2 10 minutes just because I don't think it's enough. It's like I think I need more. I need more jiggle.
Yeah.
That's what we call it. We're gonna go jiggle.
That's what it feels
It
like.
does because you just but it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a
Yeah.
good wake up. Yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah.
So
I got
I
a red light too.
oh yeah, those are supposed to be really good.
Yeah. I'll let you guys know if I notice anything because I've only used it a couple times, but I'm excited because there's a lot of research on red light right now. Tons. Like you can go Google and go down the rabbit hole. Like I won't tell you. You can go read it for yourself. But so much fascinating information and like science, not just like okay, the vibration plate. I think there's a lot of claims. I don't know how much of it's actually science, but the red light is like science and just so many beneficial things it does. So check out red light. It's
Well, back in
interesting.
the '60s, they had a little jiggle thing. It was a machine that you stood in front of that had a belt, and women would wrap the belt around their rear end because it was supposed to help with make their rear end smaller, and it would vibrate you. And then it just kind of went away, but it was a big thing way back, in the '60s and '70s. Yeah, and you
Yeah.
lean back and it just jiggled you, and so I do think there's something to be said for it.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm a believer, but I know there's some skeptical people out there, so I'm not going to argue with anybody, but I'm excited about it all. Cuz
Well, it
like we
can't
said,
hurt.
it's not going to hurt.
No, it doesn't hurt. There's a lot of
So,
things that
yeah.
could hurt, but yeah, that's not.
Not those.
And the
Yeah.
good thing is, when you're walking, you you can fall down and get hurt, and on that, you don't fall down and get hurt. You're pretty safe.
And if it helps your walking so you're less likely to fall, that's a win as well.
Yeah, so I like it. I think it's great. And so health screenings. Get back to the cancer thing. I hope everybody's getting their prostate, colon, breast um, exams, testicular exam, very important, men. Please don't forget that part. Um, Make sure that you're getting your eyes examined. Please get your eyes examined, even if you think your eyes are perfect, because you need to know what's going on in there. There's a lot of stuff that they can find. Brain tumors, just by looking at your eye. High blood pressure, watch your blood pressure, watch your heart, because that's all part of your health. While it might not be cancer, it can, if you're not saying having bad heart can make you predisposed to cancer. Please don't go down there. But if your heart is healthy, then there's a better chance that your body will be healthy. So keep all your vital organs healthy. Yeah.
Yes. And can I tell you something that is a little scary? Um, we all, as a community, try to get everyone to get a dilated eye exam. You don't even have to get an eye exam anymore to get your glasses and your contacts prescription updated. You can do it online, and all you have to do is say, yes, I see the chart, and they instantly renew your prescription. So, um, you might think, oh, well, everyone I know wears glasses. They get their eyes checked anyway. That's not the case. And I know this because I did it the other day. I still am going to go to the eye doctor and get my actual checkup, but I needed contacts desperately. So I did it just to get another batch of contacts, and I will go to the eye doctor. So, but I did it, and I paid $20. That I had to stand a certain number of feet away from my phone, and it does tell you when you're the right feet. Like it's like watching you, so it'll tell you like you're too close, back up, and then when you get back, it actually takes pictures of you. Like you have to look up, look to the side, and it takes pictures. I have no idea why, because it's on your phone, so I can't imagine they see anything. And then they just have you read it out loud. And I had my contacts in while I did this, you guys. So you just read the chart out loud, and you're, a few feet from your phone, and then you just press the button that says like, "Yep, I see it." And they're like, "Great, here's your prescription for a year." And so, yes, we still need to encourage people to get their dilated eye exams because it is literally now that easy to get your contacts and glasses prescription. $20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Craziness. Absolute
I know.
craziness. Well,
Yeah.
we're really bad at wanting shortcuts. And in the United States, we don't take our eye health and our dental health seriously, and we should, because we were talking about your colon health, but your mouth health is just as important. They're finding lots of correlations now to illnesses based on your mouth health, and one of them is cardiovascular disease. But you can have cancer in your mouth. You can have esophageal cancer. You can have, cancer in your mouth, on your tongue, under your tongue, all kinds of places they would not see if you didn't have somebody looking in your mouth. So don't discount all of those things. You need to have yearly eye exams, yearly dental exams, yearly physical exams. It's all very important on top of just the, prostate, breast, type screenings that you would have. Yeah. My mom actually had cancer in her mouth from smoking. She had a couple of spots that were cancerous inside her mouth. So, you just don't think about it. You think, oh, I'm fine. But you need somebody to look inside and really be able to evaluate. Then there's also mucosal cancer. Mucosal cancer is a big thing. It's in places where the sun never sees, so women don't give up on your gynecological exams. Have people look, when your doctor looks up your nose and you don't like it, it's probably a good thing they're looking up your nose because you could have something going on up there. Dermatology appointments, huge. You got to watch out for skin. Skin growth. I've had skin cancer. It's not a pleasant thing to have removed, but it's a lot better than letting it fester and get bigger and then become invasive, and now you really got a problem. So all of these type of screenings are really important because there's lots of cancers that we have not ever heard of or are not getting top billing, like breast, prostate, and lung. Those, everybody talks about those, and colon cancer. Those are kind of the big four. But there's so many more that are not as prevalent, but you still need to be screened for them. And not just inside your eye, on the outside as well.
Yeah, and put sunblock on the outside as well.
Yes.
Your eyelid.
And wear sunglasses.
Yes. Yeah, so many preventative things. It gets overwhelming, but as long as you're just, do the best you can do every day. That's the best you can do. It's better than nothing.
Exactly. And I wish I would have been better when I was younger, but that's okay. But, I would have been in trouble had I had the service you just had to get contacts when I was diagnosed because I needed glasses fast. And if I could have picked up my phone and done an eye exam and hit click and send me some glasses, I wouldn't have known that I had ocular melanoma.
I'm telling you, it is scary. And I I admit I did it, and I am still going to go get my yearly exam. So it's not I'm not taking it as a shortcut, but I just needed to buy. I needed like a month in between, and I didn't want to wear glasses for a month because I don't like wearing glasses. I hate the feeling of something on the bridge of my nose, like drives me nuts. So I'm a contact wearer, and I just needed I can't get to the eye doctor right now. Next month things will be calmer, and I'll schedule my appointment and do it. But um, it's shocking how fast, easy, and cheap it is.
It is shocking, but
Yeah.
it's good for certain things. I mean, like for you, it worked for you for a short term, as long as you don't lose sight of the full screen.
But if someone's never heard about this and they don't know it's a possibility and they don't realize that they should go to the eye doctor for screening, they think they just are going for a prescription. They might not know there's anything wrong with that. They might think, oh, this is the best ever. I never have to go to the eye doctor again. So that's why our advocacy needs to be there. And that's why it's so important that we tell everybody no, no, you do need the eye exam and it needs to be dilated. And these are the risk factors. This is what they're looking for. Because if people don't know, they're going to it's just like anything else nowadays. People don't want to answer the phone. They don't want to walk into a restaurant. They want things delivered. They want text messages. It's just falling in line with that. So, I think it's even more important that that is put out there.
Yeah, we've gotten a very a lazy society. I don't know what I would do if I had to
Yeah.
grow my own food.
And don't get me wrong, like I was so grateful that I was able to do that. So I don't even want to use the company's name because I don't want to like disparage my relationship with them because I'll tell you what, their shipping I get when I order my contacts, they're there within like a day or two. Like the shipping is so fast. And we had a snowstorm, the really bad ice storm we had, like I don't know when was that, like a week or whatever ago. And yeah, we still have snow on the ground, which is crazy for here. And I ordered them in the middle of the snowstorm, and I was like, well, it'll be a while. No, they came like I was shocked. I didn't even know mail was running again, and they were on my doorstep. So
Wow.
if you need fast shipping, I'll tell you who they are, but I don't want to say it just in case.
Don't
'Cause
promote. Don't promote.
I've been ordering from them for many, many years, and they do a fantastic job. But you know,
Okay, so I
the
just
eye
want to say
exams.
though, sometimes we have to give ourselves grace because life gets in the way of a lot of things, and I do a lot of things that I probably shouldn't do. I'm addicted to buying my glasses online because I hate going to the doctor's office to get glasses. I get a prescription, I get my eyes examined, but you got to go in, you got to order them, then you got to go pick them up, and then you got to make an appointment to pick them up, and you got to have them adjusted, and then you got to sit and wait and go through all their craziness and answer their questions that you don't want to answer, and then you finally get to leave, and now that's 2 hours of your day is shot. and and I know that's just not the right attitude, but that's my attitude. So I buy my glasses online, and you know what? I get so many compliments, and I love them, and I can see fine. But I get my prescription from a optometrist or ophthalmologist. I see both, so I do have I do have people looking in my eyes and watching my eyes, but I don't buy glasses from them, and they're
Well,
too
that's
expensive.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. And there's a lot of great glasses companies. Like have you seen the magnetic ones where the
Oh,
top
I love
comes
those,
off?
but I can't get them.
Yeah. So you can match all your outfits. You can't get them? Oh,
No, because
wow.
every time I put my prescription in, they have to verify it with the doctor because the doctor won't give me a slip, like a prescription slip that I can take a picture of. And every time
Mm.
that they've tried to reach my optometrist to get the prescription verified, they don't hear back. So darn it. So next time I go get my eyes checked and I get a new prescription, I will make sure they write
Yeah.
it on a pad.
There you
If
go.
you like those, pair eyewear, get a pad. Get something written.
Yeah, they're cute.
Yeah. Because the doctors
Yeah.
don't always respond.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
They're busy just like we are. They don't want to deal with online glasses companies either. I get it.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, Speaking of just of being busy and, not going places and automating things, I've switched to grocery delivery and it has changed my entire life. Like I don't ever want to go to the grocery store for my bulk shopping. I'll go for like produce or special things, but like the main weekly trip that has all the kids cereal and granola bars and milk and paper towels and that gets delivered,
Mhm.
and it's the greatest thing. And I do it through Walmart, and I've got it set to round up to a Kieran site. If you guys haven't seen that, check out our social media. We post about it periodically, but if you can't find it, email me and Facebook message us, whatever, and we'll send you a link. But you don't even need it actually. You can go to Walmart, Spark Good. Is that what it is? Walmart
I think
Spark
so.
Good, something like that. Um,
Spark for good.
if you Google it, you'll figure it out. You just put in the charity that you want to be like your designated charity, and then when you do online orders, there's a box that'll say round up to a Kieran site after you've chosen us. And then every time you check out, that box will be there and you check it and it just rounds up. So if your total, is a little bit shy, it'll, be that extra 20 cents or 50 cents, but it adds up. So
Mhm.
I do all of my grocery orders every week from Walmart and I round up and give my 20
Yay!
cents. And that's been the biggest
So
lifesaver, not to
one
have to
thing,
worry about that.
okay, so one thing we didn't talk about that they have proven cost can be a health deterrent, not really a cause of cancer, but could, I guess, cause a problem with your health to where you might be more susceptible. I'm not saying it causes cancer. Please don't quote me on that. But stress. Stress is huge. And I think growing up in the era that I did, in the 80s and 90s, we were super people. We were multitaskers. We thrived under stress. And I remember going to job interviews and they're saying, um, how do you work in a stressful environment? I'd be, oh, I thrive on a stressful environment. I love it. I'm a great multitasker. I was a liar. But that was the era of stress, stress, stress. Burn the candles at both ends. I mean, that is what it said. And I think I burned myself out. I am tired now all the time. And I think, when I was younger and I was just going so much that it was not good. And I was not managing stress well. I was managing it enough to survive, but I wasn't managing it in a way that was helpful to my body. And it started coming out in other ways. I ended up with weird autoimmune diseases that just, why, I don't know. But I take it back to stress. And I've had a couple of physicians who said that it could very well have been triggered by stress. You really got to watch the stress. The high blood pressure, lower your stress if you have high blood pressure. There's lots of ways. And, if going to the grocery store stresses you out, don't go. Get delivery.
That's true. And I will say another piece of the stress management with the grocery delivery that you might not even realize if you've never done it is when you're grocery shopping on the app, number one, you're comfy because you're on your couch, you're in bed, you're wherever you want to be, and you're just on your phone. But two, you can really like price compare and you can read, like, okay, this one has this many ounces for this price, and they've got the breakdowns. And so you search spaghetti sauce, and all the spaghetti sauces come up, and all their prices and ounces, and you can click on them and read the ingredients, and you can really make an informed decision of what you're buying, whether your main factor is price, health, ingredients, whatever it is you're looking for, you really can compare.
Uh-huh.
And then once you get everything in your cart, you go to check out, you see the total, and then you can decide, yes, I'm happy with this total, or oh, let me go take some stuff out. This is a little more than I wanted to spend this week. And you can adjust it. And I feel like that takes a lot of stress off too, because I think we all have had that time where we feel like we went really heavy and we're standing at the checkout going, oh God, this, I just hope it's under this amount. And then it's not. And you're like, oh. So it kind of takes like a lot of that stuff away, and you're not like, in somebody's way trying to look at products and someone's behind you and you're like, oh, I'll just grab this one. So there's a lot of reasons I love delivery, and I do think it cuts down on stress and it adds time to my schedule because it just takes a lot of time to grocery shop.
Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with Costco. I love going to Costco.
Yes.
I hate going to Costco. If I could go to Costco by myself with the store empty, I'd be happy. But all those people and trying to find things and trying to grab things, it's like, oh my gosh, it's craziness. And by the
It's a
time I
lot.
leave Costco, I'm just literally just like, oh my God, I can't. and then I don't go.
Yep.
I would love to go, but then I see some people who go to Costco and they're just, strolling around. They got 3 things in their cart, and I'm like, oh my God, I would never come here for 3 things. Never, ever, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like I spend more when I go to Costco than I save because I'm like, oh, well, we need this. Oh, we should get this. This is a great deal. Let's get 10 of these. I don't need any of it. So
Yeah,
there's
I
also that.
I don't buy a lot at Costco unless I'm buying for the 5Ks, and I pretty much know what I'm going to buy. But I still
Yeah.
get caught with that. Ooh, this looks cool. Ooh,
Yeah,
let's
I
get one of
totally need one of
these.
these. They have couches in there. Like
You
you
do.
could go crazy.
But
Yeah.
their couches are slow low to the ground. I look at them
Yeah,
and
I
think,
mean,
was
I
it
wouldn't
missing
buy
money?
one, but I'm intrigued that they have them, but I wouldn't buy one.
Yeah, because I,
But
I
if you,
tried to
I don't know
sit
if
on them.
you guys have bought one, let us know. Are they worth it?
Do we have what?
Tell us what are your favorite Costco purchases? Tell us in the comments.
Oh,
What should we
Lord.
be looking for? What should we get?
Okay, I'm just going to tell you, don't buy them. But the
Okay.
organic everything bagel bite, or not bagel bites,
Chips?
bagel chips.
Bagel chips?
Oh my God,
That sounds good.
they are so good. They're organic, but organic doesn't mean fat free or healthy. But
It's
they
true.
are great if you're having a party. Buy them, but if you're not having a party, beware because those things they call your name from the other rooms. Yeah. So,
That's
but
funny.
my favorite thing to buy at Costco, I don't really have one. I'm a more of a staples person. I buy toilet paper and paper towels there.
Hmm.
Because a lot of the food that they carry is food I don't like. Surprise, surprise.
Shocker.
How can I be so fat and I'm so picky? I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Oh well. Um, yeah, I don't really have a favorite of something I buy there.
Yeah. I don't either. I don't go very often, honestly. I should go more, but
Well,
it's
you had that kale salad that you guys liked. That kale salad that people used to ask you to buy.
yes.
But
I can't remember the last time I bought that,
I know, but
but
see,
yeah,
I can't buy those
it's
because
good.
there's too much in a bag.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't. But like I said, I mostly shop there when it's 5K time, which I'm already stressed out because it's 5K time. So
Yeah. Well, I have
probably
3 teenage boys in my house, so I really probably should go there, but that's a whole ordeal to
the
go through,
problem
so
though
I
with
don't. But
teenagers, the more food you have in the house, the more they think they can eat.
well,
If
that's
you buy
true
a
too.
box of
And
6, then they don't eat
yeah.
12. But if you buy a box of 24, they'll eat 12.
Yes, and um, they like convenience food. So if I don't have convenience food, they'll be hungry for dinner and eat healthy food. And the more stuff I have, the more they eat, the less they eat their real food. They're just like they're like toddlers, but times like 5 the amount they eat, maybe more. But they're still kids. Like you know, they just want to live on cookies and chips. So
Me too.
well, there you go.
I'm still a toddler. Oh, that's why I'm still fat. Cookies and chips. Bad.
No,
Okay. That's not body friendly for cancer talk. We do not eat those things.
we don't call ourselves fat.
Oh, well. Okay, Megan, but anybody that's seen me knows I am, and I'm okay with that. One day, maybe I won't be, but it's been a lifelong struggle my whole life. I don't know why. I'm trying the berberine, though. Good for blood
It's
sugar
that gut
levels.
bacteria. You need some kombucha.
I need some kombucha. I've tried.
You
Lord
will
knows
not
I've
drink
tried.
that.
All right, so we've held these people long enough. We probably should say, go get your
Oh,
cancer screenings. It's World Cancer Day. Spread the word. Let people know about ocular melanoma. Eye health,
yes.
melanoma in general. Don't forget your skin screenings, your mucosal melanoma screenings. Those are very important. Things that you don't normally think about. Don't just get the big four. And all I can say is, men, please, 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 have your testicular cancer screenings as well as your prostate screenings. It's very important.
And encourage the men in your life to go do that if they're not the ones watching this, because most likely they're going to be the ones that say, I don't need to go to the doctor.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Tell them, too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Once a year, doctor's appointment is very important. Go get your physical. Get checked up, head to toe. Some insurance companies will pay you to do it. Even my insurance company,
wow.
if I go get a screening, if I go get a physical once a year, they'll send me a $50 gift card.
No way.
I swear to you.
Wow.
Check your benefits and your insurance companies and see if they offer promos for that. Some of them will give you a physical with no copay. Yeah, they're because it's been proven if you go to the doctor and you get checked up that you're healthier and you won't cost them so much money.
Very smart.
Yeah. So go get your checkup and see what freebies you'll get. If any. You might not get any. Depends on your insurance company.
Well, just peace of mind is a big one.
Yeah.
Worth it for that.
Yeah.
That is true. I mean, the last physical I did that, and then the skin check and all of my checks, and there was that peace of mind after where you're like, okay, like thought everything was fine, but now I know everything is fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely. Well, there's enough cancers out there that you can't detect from a screening. They don't have a screening for them. I had 2 basically, 1.5. But kidney cancer, there's no real screening for that. There's not a lot of symptoms usually till it's too late. But luckily, I found it by accident, so that was helpful. My eye cancer, yes, if I would have gone to the right doctor, probably they would have found it. Luckily, I did go to the right doctor and they found it. But I'm terrible with not getting dilated eye exams before I was diagnosed. So I would have just gone in and got glasses and left. So, you gotta remember those things, that get the good checks if you can, if it's available to you. Okay, and it's spread the word for World Cancer Day and let everybody know about your cancer, because through your story, there's power. More people will know about it. More people will get checked for it.
Yeah, it's also a great reason to start a fundraiser. If you're on Facebook, you can do a Facebook fundraiser.
Oh, yeah.
Or you can also do, what is our other one?
Every.org.
Every.org. You can do one for us through every.org or Facebook. So it's a great time to start a fundraiser also, because you can do it sort of attached to it's World Cancer Day. I'm raising funds for this rare cancer I have. So if you're interested in doing that, we would greatly appreciate it, and that would be a good time to do it as well.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. All right, guys. We'll see you later.
We've talked a lot. Thanks for staying and hanging out with us.
See you next time.
All right. Everybody have a great rest of your week. We'll see you later.